Hello and welcome to the Etoft21sports Show for September 20th. How is everyone doing? My name is Erik, and I am the man behind Etoft21sports. We have a phenomenal show lined up for you today. XFL Jim is going to be coming on. Him and I are going to be talking about week 2 of the NFL, telling you guys some bets we're looking to lock in for week 3. Also, my boy Gino is going to be stopping by, and he's going to be telling you what horse racing bet to lock in tomorrow at Churchill Downs. Let's see what Gino has a cooking.
Okay, this week's best bet for Erik. We're going to head to Churchill Downs for Wednesday. We're going to head to race number 2. We're going to look at the number 12 Saturn Boy, who debuted over at Colonial in his career debut and was a step slow, was last early on, and then moved inside, moved up to 7th, then was about 6 lengths off, started to really pick up some steam. Split horses, angled around, and closed very well, was about 3 or 4 wide throughout, and kept this nice sustained bid. Was a little bit green on the wrong lead, but when switched over, started to pick up ground late and really got going nicely. So with the better beginning, well, this one would have been able to win their debut. So I like the outside draw. Keep this horse in the clear. They'll have some options from out there. 9-2 on the morning line on Saturn Boy. 3-1 was my value line. So we're looking for about 7-2 or so in order to make a win wager here on this one. We don't want to take lower than about 3-1. The number 12 in race number 2 on Wednesday at Churchill Downs. We're talking about Saturn Boy. Good luck this week in all your plays.
Guys, make sure you are giving my boy Gino a follow at It's Me Gino B on Twitter. I'm on his podcast every single week. This week, him and I will be going through every single game of the NFL slate. On this show, I'm talking NFL with my man. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit under the weather with my man, XFL Jim. Let's welcome him to the show. Jim, how you doing, my man?
I'm doing pretty darn good. It was a long weekend for me. I was down in Lincoln for the Nebraska-Oklahoma game. Not going to the game, but tailgating. So I got blasted drunk on Saturday, and then recovered during a great NFL slate. It was a fantastic Sunday.
So for those who don't know, Jim, huge Nebraska fan. Why don't you tell us your thoughts about Scott Frost not being there anymore?
Happy. Jovial.
Like just elated.
Elated. Yes, that's the perfect word for it. Elated. I'm very happy he's gone.
Now, if Osborne, who's the AD, were to call you right now and say, Jim, who are we hiring?
I wish Osborne was the AD. I don't. It's Trev
AD?
Alberts. Trev Alberts.
Trev Alberts. Excuse me. If Trev Alberts called you and he's like, Jim, who are we hiring?
God, it's not a sexy hire, and you're gonna hate me for it.
Don't
Lance Leipold. It's Lance Leipold, Kansas.
The man that has turned around the Jayhawks, dude. That'd be heartbreaking.
He's proven it at every level. He was the most dominant team ever in D3, Wisconsin Whitewater. He turned around Buffalo, made Buffalo one of the best teams in the MAC, and then what he's doing at Kansas this year is insane.
It's remarkable. It is absolutely remarkable, which is a great lead-in. This Saturday, noon Eastern, 11 a.m. in God's country, Jim and myself will be streaming the Duke-Kansas game, talking the game, talking bets, talking everything about Kansas and Duke football. Both teams undefeated.
I was going to say, I don't think there was a chance in our preseason previews that we saw these teams being undefeated when they play each other.
Didn't Uncle Rico say Kansas was going to a bowl, though?
Shut the fuck up. Shut up right now.
Didn't Uncle Rico say that?
Shut up.
Didn't Uncle Rico say that?
You did say that. And I said, not a chance in hell. I'm going to sweat this out the entire season. Because after this, the Big 12 is wild.
Yeah. Because those who don't know, the bet is this. If Kansas makes a bowl game, Jim needs to eat the ingredients of a key lime pie singly. So that means like the zest, the egg, everything that goes in the key lime pie. I don't even know.
And we're going to the game.
And if they make a bowl game, we're going to the game. We're going to the game. Which
That's
is
just flat out true. Yeah.
Which is going to be awesome. But we're not here to talk about Kansas football. That is for this weekend. We're here to talk NFL. Crazy week 2. Absolutely crazy. For those watching for the first time, we're each going to have 3 takeaways. Okay? We'll take turns. Jim, being the guest, will go first, then me, and then we'll shift over to bets for week 3. Jim, what is your first takeaway from week 2?
Tua's the boy. Tua's the quarterback. He is the Dolphins, man. This Dolphins team is fun. It's the most fun. Like, I can't remember the last time the Dolphins were just fun. Mike McDaniel's a fun coach. He runs a fun offense. That's my main takeaway from this week and this team. Last year and 2 years ago, and I don't even know how many years ago, this Dolphins team is not coming back from that deficit. I am believing. I am believing right now.
Tua played a nice game. There you go, Bob.
He played a fantastic game. Guess what? Turns out when you have two really, really fast guys, it helps to throw it to him.
Okay, well, this is a good question.
I don't see why not. My worry is on, like, the offensive line. And, like, what happens if teams start to, like, blitz the hell out of him?
This is the thing. Now, that
he's got a quick release, though.
I don't think it's a quick release.
It's a quick release.
I look at it like this. McDaniel, the coach, Harvard grad, smart dude. I think he's like he's just putting Tua in a chance to succeed. And that's what you're supposed to do. He's not asking him too much, not asking him to extend the field. Everything. He's not changing the offense to what they're doing in San Francisco. He's made it to what Tua can do so the team can win. So I'll give him all the success in the world.
Oh, it's extremely, like, Mike McDaniel's offense is very, like, quarterback friendly. Very, very quarterback friendly.
So another great question here. Is that the Dolphins O or Baltimore D that bad?
That's the crazy thing with week 2 is we don't really know. They were really successful against the Patriots as well. And I usually have faith in Belichick to coach up a D.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Dolphins offense is really good. I mean, like, Tua and Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle are two of, I don't know, they're like top 15, top 20 receivers easily.
Yeah.
Like it.
And then you factor in Gesicki is good.
You got Gesicki. Like, when you have Tyreek Hill, like, drawing as much attention as he draws, and then you have a guy like Waddle, like, who's going to be just put in great situations, like drive in, drive out, it just leads to success offensively.
Yeah, I mean, the offense looks better than I thought. I'll give McDaniel all the credit in the world. The Dolphins are better than I thought they were going to be. Another dude, Brandon, bringing so many teams are real quick to go to the prevent D with the lead when they need to stick. Okay,
that's fair. They were playing. It was, I don't know if it was prevent, but it was weird. Like, they were given a lot of space underneath as well.
It was just a weird defense, and like Baltimore, like, really can't create pressure. I thought Baltimore's defense, I thought it was kind of a mixture. I was disappointed from Baltimore, but I was also like, you got to be impressed being down 21 and coming back and winning like that on the road.
It takes a lot.
I mean, that is ultimate impressive. My first takeaway, excuse me, I feel bad for Trey Lance. He got hurt. He's out for the season. But
that sucks. It does suck.
49ers team is better with Jimmy Garoppolo. They aren't such a run-heavy approach. They're more of a balanced offense now. Kyle Shanahan, 31-14 with Jimmy G as a starter, 8-29 with other quarterbacks. My outlook for the 49ers has changed this season with Jimmy G as a starter. Anyone that watched any of my preseason stuff knows, excuse me, I was on the under 9.5 for the 49ers and them not to make the playoffs at plus 150. With the main reasoning being, I don't trust Trey Lance. With him being out and Jimmy G in now, excuse me, I think the 49ers are one of the handful of teams that can actually win a Super Bowl with Jimmy G there. So I'm going to have to find a way to hedge out all my 49er futures. That's my first takeaway.
I have a couple 49ers futures as well that I'm just going to let ride. Because the numbers went down. They got worse odds with Jimmy G as a starter. Like, I think they were like 20-1 to win the Super Bowl. Now they're 18-1.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to get them at 20-1. I mean, I think they legitimately can win with Jimmy G. Trey
I
Lance.
got him to win the NFC at, I don't remember it, like 12-1, something like that.
What about that?
Oh, it's this stash is rocking. I'm feeling it. I appreciate that.
What is your second takeaway?
That Kyler Murray's a freak of nature, and like he could just do things. He's like a video game character. He's like a Madden creator character where you just make this short, fast, like athletic quarterback, and he just turns it on, and he's one of the most exciting players in the NFL. Say what you want about his work ethic or like his film watching or whatever. The dude's exciting, and he could take over a game.
That run he had was insane.
It was nuts.
But again, was that more him or the Raiders not being able to close?
That's again, it's week 2, so we don't really know. I don't think the Raiders are as good as some people, Chase, thought they might be. I also think like the Cardinals are not a great team. I think Kyler Murray is a great player.
I know Kyler is great. What are your thoughts?
Exactly. I don't think the Cardinals are a great team, and I don't think Kingsbury is a good coach either.
You don't like my boy Dortch?
Dortch?
Yeah.
Your boy Dortch? I mean, the name's great. I'm a big Rondale Moore fan just from his college days at Purdue, but I don't have a lot of faith.
Can't get on the field.
Exactly.
He's always hurt. Can't get on the field. My second takeaway is this: the lack of coaching experience is killing the Broncos. Are you ready for this?
That was embarrassing.
9 instances of the Broncos not being prepared for a special teams play. On Sunday, they ran out of the play clock 3 times on either punt or field goal attempt. One play late in the fourth, they didn't even have a punt returner back when the Texans were going to punt. It is so bad. The fans are counting down the game clock so Russell Wilson doesn't get a delay of game. You have Javonte Williams, who looks like a young Emmitt Smith back there. And you're getting old man Melvin Gordon getting more carries. Hackett literally has no idea what he's doing, and it's showing. I said at the beginning of the year, I played them not to make the playoffs in the under. My main reason being, look, Hackett's over his head. He's never called plays. He's never designed plays at the NFL level, and it's showing. Neither as the offensive coordinator, neither as the defensive coordinator. The special teams coach has no idea what he's doing. This is a complete and utter train wreck.
They have a special teams coach?
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Do you think Hackett makes it out of the season?
If he keeps this up, no. 2 weeks, 2 really embarrassing games for the Broncos. I don't understand how it keeps happening. Is there a way we can also measure how many times out of timeouts they get penalties? Like coming out of timeouts?
They are one of the worst coach teams in the NFL. I hope they should give Javonte Williams the ball. I don't know why they don't give him the ball.
Also, it's kind of like ironically funny that Russ moves from the Seahawks to the Broncos, and the Broncos are a team that's better served when they just run the ball and don't let Russ cook.
Yeah. It's just insane. It doesn't make any sense to me what they're doing. And, I love my position I have for them. It's funny, Russ didn't like them running the ball on Seattle.
Boom. It's exactly what I just said. That's right on there. It's very funny.
Yeah, like, do you think they gotta let him go? You know what I mean? Like, if
he keeps this up, yeah, he's gone.
Because they mortgage way too much. Defensively, you can run on him. Tight ends can eat on him. Just think how much. So we saw Houston and Seattle be able to run on him. Think how much Eckler is going to be able to run on him. Josh Jacobs is going to be able to run on him. Edwards-Helaire is going to be able to run on him.
Oh, they're going to finish last in the division.
This team has huge issues. What is your third takeaway?
Before I get to my third takeaway, I do want to say something similar to my first takeaway, more Tua hype. So out of the three like big quarterbacks drafted in 2020, Tua, Justin Herbert, I'll throw Jalen Hurts in there too, and Joe Burrow. Who do you think has the highest winning percentage?
I'm gonna guess Tua.
It is Tua at 66.8%.
Look at you, dude.
I wouldn't have thought that though. I would not have thought that.
I will buy a Tua T-shirt if they make the play. No, if they win a playoff.
No, because I'm really hoping they make the playoffs, dude. I'm really, really hoping they make the playoffs. My third takeaway, I think the Eagles are real. The Eagles are like,
I have them 30-1.
I don't know if I have them that. I have a Super Bowl ticket on the Eagles now after week 1. They are the real deal. They are good. I didn't think Jalen Hurts was going to be this good this quick.
Yeah. He can take it and run it. He can throw it deep. His accuracy has improved.
The best part about his running is he's like a bigger, thick guy, so he's not going to. I'm not as worried about him getting hurt as much. It's similar to like Josh Allen running.
Yeah.
He's not as big as Josh Allen. He's way faster. And I love the videos of Jalen Hurts deadlifting. He could deadlift 600 pounds.
Big boy.
God, I love him.
Big boy. My third one, what is Frank Wright doing? Don't get me wrong, I was on the Jags plus 4.5, but it is inexcusable that Jonathan Taylor only has 5 touches in the second half. And that's with Pittman out. I understand the offensive line is struggling, but that was bad. You have to give your superstar player touches, and Taylor only got 5 in the second half. There's always that team that everyone thought was going to be good, considered themselves a contender that struggles, and it looks like it's going to be the Colts this year. Leonard,
I was way higher.
Shaq Leonard hasn't recovered from his surgery. My little birdies are telling me he's probably going to miss 3 more games. The offensive line, which is supposed to be one of the best in the league, is performing as one of the bottom 5 in the league. The Colts are playing the Chiefs this week at home, and there's only been 6 teams in NFL history that have started 0-3 and made the playoffs. So, Wright better have that play sheet ready. Better be ready to lean on Williams because Taylor this week. Because if they lose, I don't think they're making the playoffs.
Is his seat gonna get warm at all?
My thing is this. I think it's showing that the issue last year is more Wright than Wentz.
I mean, I think Wentz is kind of.
I mean, but
you saw Wentz too this week.
Mm-hmm. But I will say this: it's not everyone's throwing Wentz under the bus. I'm saying Wright's got to take some too.
I always hear people hold Frank Reich up in like as one of these coaches. Like I've heard people put him on the same level as like Shanahan.
Wright isn't from Reed. Never won the AFC South.
To be fair, this is a weird week because Frank Reich, I don't believe, has ever won week 1. And they still have I don't think the Colts at all since 2014 have won at Jacksonville. So those are 2 weird deals. Maybe they turn it around. Maybe those are like just weird fluky things.
I don't know. All I know is this: is if they lose, you know what? That Texans 24-1 to win the South has life.
Yes, and I am with you on that one. I'm with you there. Has
life.
Man, I don't know. The Colts defense doesn't scare me against the Chiefs. Pat Mahomes did throw like a lot of almost interceptions last week.
I mean, you can run on the Chiefs, and that's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to lean on Taylor.
Yeah.
This has to be a 25-30 rush game by Taylor. Remember that when he had like 200 yards against the Patriots? That's what they need this week if they want to pull off the upset. All right. Now let's shift our attention over to bets. Jimbo, 3 bets. What's your first bet of the week?
I'm not going to take. Let me see. Make sure I don't take yours because I knew I'm on one of the same ones as you. Okay, I'm not going to take that one. I'm on the Ravens bounce back spot here, -3.
Okay. All right. Who are they playing?
Oh, damn it! I had it right here. Ravens. They're playing the Patriots. It's in New England. They are a road favorite, but I don't think New England has the weapons at receiver to do what the Dolphins did. And I trust the Ravens in a bounce back spot. Like, Lamar Jackson is still really, 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 really good.
I mean, let's be honest. If they play that fourth quarter over again, how many times do you think the Dolphins win that game? Out of 100?
Out of 100? What?
25?
Yeah, like 30 maybe. 30, 35%. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, impressive comeback, but,
I still think the Ravens are a really good team.
I think they're a really good team. I think they could actually win it.
Yeah, they're -3.
I'm talking about the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, I have a Ravens ticket.
Yeah, I'm talking, and like, you know what? It pains me to say this, Jim. On September 20th, Tuesday, I'm adding the Miami Dolphins to my little pool of teams that could potentially win the Super Bowl.
Don't dangle that in front. I just want the playoffs. We've been so close for like 3 years now. I just want the playoffs.
My first best bet is this. I'm going to Steel Nation, Steelers +5. Line opened up at 2.5. Now it's Steelers +5. What am I missing? Browns could easily be an 0-2. They haven't looked right offensively or defensively at all to start the season. Stefanski 1-11. 1-11. That's 8.3% ATS against AFC North teams. As a dog, Tomlin against AFC North, 26-2, 77%. Without Big Ben as a starter against the AFC North, he's 87.7%. So he actually covers more as a dog without Big Ben as a starter, which is crazy to think. Both these teams have issues, but you know what? I like the Steelers here. I mean, 5's a big number, and who is Jacoby Brissett to cover lay 5? You know what I mean? This team just lost to the Jets. I haven't been impressed by the Browns. I'm not a Stefanski guy at all.
Are we worried that the Browns are going to be able to run on the Steelers without TJ Watt there?
Yeah, but you got Hayward, you got Miles Jack. I think that's going to be enough. I think the Steelers are going to be able to run with Harris, and I think Trubisky's going to be able to get the ball to Claypool and the playmakers enough.
I think the Steelers are live dogs. I think I sprinkle a little bit on that money line.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, and when is Stefanski's seat get hot?
What is this? Is this year 4?
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, they bought themselves time by not having Deshaun Watson for most of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So probably next year if they do bad. I don't know. I mean,
you bet 2. Give it to me, Jimbo.
Bet 2. I'm taking the Jets +5 versus the Bengals. I think the Bengals are starting to collapse here. That offensive line is not good. Zero improvement. Maybe a step back.
I have something to add to your statement about the offensive line after you finish your thought.
And I'm a little worried Joe Burrow's going to get like too banged up. He might become like a shell-shocked soldier where I'm worried the Bengals are going to ruin Joe Burrow. And that makes me upset. And I like the Jets here. Joe Flacco's not been looking terrible.
Is he elite, though?
He's a veteran.
Is Joe Flacco elite? When I was on my deathbed, for those who don't know, I've been deathly sick for the last week.
Soldier.
Brutal.
Look at this man march through the pain.
Brutal. I'm coughing up a lung over here. I rewatched Bengal snaps. Burrow's holding the ball for 4 seconds.
He's holding it super long.
He's holding the ball so long, and everyone wants to blame the offensive line.
They are bad.
But they're not getting – he's not – but that's the thing. Taylor's not getting the ball out of his hands quick enough. You know what I mean? It's not like the coach for the Dolphins, McDaniel, is asking Tua to hold the ball for 4 seconds. It's wham, bam. Everything's like, get the ball to Tyreek in space. Get the ball to Jalen Waddle in space. It's like they're holding the ball, waiting for Jamar Chase to run fly routes. And, like, offensive line can't block for over 4 seconds. That's unrealistic. So
it's a little bit on Joey B.
You got to get the ball out of the hand quicker. That's the main thing. My second bet. Are you ready for this one, my friend?
Lay it on me.
Lovie Smith, revenge. Houston Texans +3. Bears have been awful. Per Football Outsiders, Bears 30th in total DVOA offense. Jim, let me ask you this: how many starting NFL quarterbacks are there?
32.
PFF has Justin Fields graded as the 33rd best starter.
Is he's behind Cooper Rush?
Yep. I just let that sit in.
Well, I mean, Cooper Rush is one of only 2 players to be undefeated all time as a starter.
And he did go to CMU.
He did go to CMU. Fire up them damn chips.
So I like that. Texans defensively, just to, they just match them out with what the Bears are going to do. Lovie Smith was done wrong. Lovie's able to motivate men, going to put the team in position to win. I love the Texans here. I was able to find a 3. I locked it in at 3.
What do we feel about the under? 40.5?
I love the under too.
This is going to be like a real slug. That Bears offense doesn't impress me.
Yeah.
I'll jump on that. I'll jump on that +3 too. And I'm going to jump on the under.
Jim, third and final bet, my friend.
Oh boy, man. It wasn't easy. But I mean, I'm gonna roll with them. I'm gonna take the Bills.
Reed loves the under when the Bears score 0.
There's a very, very real chance that they don't score a single goddamn point. Why did I lose my bet here?
Bills against who? I'm sorry, and what's the spread?
That's what
Bills
I'm trying to look up, but I lost it. It was on here.
Against your boys? You're taking the Bills -5.5.
No. Well, yeah, I am.
Oh,
The Dolphins just came off of the all-time emotional swing.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Dolphins keep it close. I think they still lose by a touchdown.
Okay.
The Bills have been rolling.
They have been. They've been an absolute machine.
They've been I don't think the Rams or Titans are bad teams either.
I mean, they've looked unbeatable.
They look like Georgia in college football, just steamrolling teams.
I mean, they basically have looked like a college football team, just preseason. Yeah, just playing out of conference.
They look like an SEC team just beating up on New Mexico State.
I mean, that's basically it. That's the best analogy I've heard in a while.
It's gross.
It is gross. I'm probably up. What's the over under in that game?
53.5. It's a lot.
That's a lot of points.
That defense is so good. My worry about that is like Von Miller and that defensive front can get pressure on Tua and like shake him up. This is the most he's going to get tested easily. Like this is a big one.
So, okay, if they lose by 10 or more, are you just like same old Dolphins? Are you still up?
No, because this Bills team is insane.
Okay, all right.
I have to watch. It depends how they lose.
Okay.
Like they could lose by 14, and I'd still be like, you know what? The Bills are just that fucking good, I guess.
Now, if they win, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go insane. I will. I don't know, man. I would have sex with a dolphin. It'd be insane. This would be. I can't remember the last time we beat the Bills.
Oh my God. When was the last time?
Like we owned the Patriots under the Tua reign. Tua's undefeated against Bill Belichick. But but I don't remember the last time we beat the Bills.
When was the last time the Dolphins beat the Bills?
Was it?
I don't know.
God,
I'm looking up.
I'll look it up too. It's
2016?
I believe that.
No, 2018. Yeah, 2018. Oh, right?
Yeah, so I got it right here. We won in 2018, the second time we played.
Yeah,
In Miami, 21-17.
Third bet, and my last bet. It's dirty. It is dirty, Jimbo. I'm waiting for a 3, but I'd still take the 2.5. Death, taxes, and Mike Vrabel covering at home as a dog. 67% ATS. Vrabel off a 2-game losing streak. 5-1-1, 83% ATS. All this guy does is he covers it during losing streaks, covers at home. I know it's 2.5. I want a 3. I'd still take a 2. Titans have struggled to run the ball this season. Raiders, 20th DVOA defending the run. This is the perfect matchup to get that run game going. They gave up 143 yards, 5.1 yards per carry to the Cards last week. I think the Titans are finally going to be able to get Derrick Henry going. When they get Derrick Henry going, this is going to open up the passing attack. Plus, we need to remember the Raiders do not have a deep passing threat. This allows teams to sit on the underneath stuff. That's exactly why Devontae Adams was a 0 factor in the second half, only having 2 catches in the first half. So give me the Titans plus the 2.5, but I'm going to sit out, wait for a 3. If I can't get the 3, I'll take the 2.5.
You want to sprinkle a little on that money line?
I'd sprinkle a little on that money line too. I think the Titans straight up win. I think the Titans straight up win, man.
Offensive line injuries for the Titans?
Both teams are banged up offensive line.
True. That did not take long. That did not take long at all.
No. Oh, man. Sorry, dude. Coughing up a lung over here. Jim, I'd like to thank you for coming on, sharing your wisdom, your thoughts on week 2, your bets for week 3. Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you?
You can find me at XFL Jim on Twitter. You can find me on YouTube, XFL Jim. You can find me with this guy most weeks on the College Football Tailgate, Tuesday nights. Didn't do it, obviously, because we record early, and my man was battling. You can find both of us this Saturday for the morning College Football Tailgate show, where we give out our picks for the days. And this week, the Duke Kansas mega stream.
Beforehand, it'll be on my YouTube channel as well. Jim's as well. We live stream, 8 a.m.? 8 a.m.
8 a.m. God's time.
8 a.m. Central. Go through, give out all our best for the day. Guys and girls, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back here next week. Make sure you give Jim a follow on the YouTube, on the Twitch, on the Twitter, on the Gram, on everything else. Until next week, boys and girls.